Jesus said in Matthew's Gospel in chapter 11, beginning in verse 28, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls." Jesus promises rest. Think about that concept, rest, deliverance, forgiveness from sin, salvation. This is something that Jesus promises, but something that only Jesus can give. But Jesus says, "You must come to me." What that says to me is Jesus is inviting us to come into a relationship with Him that we might have rest. But please understand, we must come to Jesus on Jesus' terms. If I'm going to receive what only Jesus can give, doesn't it make sense that I come to Him on His terms and not my terms? So if Jesus says it's he who believes and is baptized, and that's what Jesus said in Mark 16 and verse 16, then surely that's what I must do to find only what Jesus can give, rest. Jesus also said, "Take my yoke upon you and learn from me." You see, salvation also involves submission. I must come to Jesus with a desire to learn from Him, which means I must listen to what He says. I must do what He says. In fact, Jesus Himself said in John chapter 15 and in verse 14, "You are my friends if you do whatever I have commanded." If I want the rest that only Jesus can give, I must come to Jesus on His terms. Are you looking for that rest that Jesus can give? Are you looking for that deliverance or that forgiveness of sin? Then come to the one who can give you that rest. But please understand, Jesus says you must come to Him on His terms.